So we are back. Hopefully everyone's well. Everyone had a good week. And it is Erev Shabbos Kodesh, middle of Sfira, so we're all looking pretty nasty. I'm sorry. Couple days of lets people shave, Yom Ha'atzmaut, so hopefully next week you'll probably see me a little more clean cut. But yeah, shtickle rough on for everyone's gray hair, or grandfather's mature now. So here we are. Shav kedoshim is one of the shortest parshas by itself. We all kind of struggle around what kedusha means, what it doesn't mean. The Ramban has a fancy Torah where it's being kodesh in things that are mutter. Well, usher things, obviously usher, but even mutter things. And always, when that comes to mind, being careful with things that are mutter. The thing that comes to mind is papagayos. I don't know if the people in Eretz Yisrael, Yerushalayim, all you can eat, you're putting down 250, 300 shekel for all you can eat, and you're just eating like there's no business, like there's no tomorrow. You're eating as much as you can to get that money, try to get that money. After a while, you kind of hop that you lose the time for the taste. So that's one example of being Kaddish, even though people go there, you make a siyum, people go there for shalom bayis, people go there haven't seen their relatives. So I get why people go. But let's be honest, at some point it's disgusting. Okay, off the soapbox. So this parsha, Shefsosai Tishmoru, Dashai Tiro, and there's two air in this parsha. We talk about Shabbos, a few things we talk about that are Kedusha, we talk about Arayos, we talk about Ochel, we talk about um, Shabbos, Mora, parents, a lot of things, Kedusha. One of the things we talk about is Shabbos, Shabbos Tishmoru. And the Siv Shalom brings down an Archaim that quotes as two pieces of Shabbos. Because you think about it, is Hashem created the world, Sheshes Yamim. We mentioned at the first Luchos actually, and the second Luchos is to remember Mitzrayim. So what's the difference? It's the same thing. Luchos, well, when Moshe saw the second Luchos, he said, "Well, could have sworn a few weeks ago it really says something differently." But there's two pieces, and Shabbos we talk about that. We mentioned Kiddush, we mentioned Maser Bereshis, Yom HaShishi, and Mitzrayim, and there's two aspects that the Nesiv Shalom kind of talks about this, and he kind of ties it back to Shabbos, talks about it to Beis Mikdash, put those things together, Mikdashai Tiro with Mikdash Tiro, Shabsosai, and Mikdashai. The Shabbos and the Mikdash, these two things are together. So he talks about these two inyanim of Shabbos. One is, remember Bereshis, that the Chaim says, without Shabbos, the world will just end. There's enough, there's no Kedusha in the world to keep it going another week. So Shabbos is important to keep the world going. Literally, the world will just end. And the second aspect of Shabbos, to remember Geula. Remember where you are, where the world is in Gullus. It's always Geula. Shabbos is a place of Geula. This oasis of every 7 days. So there's two pieces, distinct pieces. So the Sivir Shalom kind of ties this together really nicely, I believe. And he says, well, each person, that's why Shabbos is critical for a person, because Shabbos is a day to be new again. So whatever happened during the week, Shabbos is a chance to be new again. And the Rambam says, you do tshuva. How's tshuva work even? Well, you do tshuva properly. You're a new person. You can wake up Rosh in the morning and say, you know what? That person last year, that wasn't me. What do you mean that wasn't you? Yesterday it was you. No. If I do tshuva properly, it's a new person. That's Shabbos. Shabbos is brand new. So we look at creation of the world, and remember that on Shabbos, Hashem created the world new, and Shabbos is a way to recreate yourself. This is why you do an Avera, even like Avodah Zarah. You do Shabbos is you're a new person. You're definitely you're a new person. The second aspect is remember Mitzrayim. Shabbos to remember about Mitzrayim. That no matter what happens during the week, whether we had a rough week, whether kids in the army, kids not in the army, jobs not going great, protests, rough week. Yeah, everyone around the world, Jewish people, you see this stuff on the clips about in Sweden, Colombia, all these places. You see these horrible riots. In Athens, my friend was in Athens, and he was upset that delayed his dinner for a couple of minutes. That upset him, by the way. But let's not going to talk about that. Um, but Shabbos is different because Shabbos reminds us of Geula. And no matter what happens during the week, we can always point to Shabbos being a place that reminds us of Geula. They left Mitzrayim and they were literally able to go from darkness to light in a matter of minutes. And that's Shabbos. Shabbos, we flip the switch. So even if you don't have a great week, you have a very dark week, Shabbos is a place for that. And the Sefer Shalom kind of ties us with the Beis Hamikdash. Because Beis Hamikdash, you had these two aspects as well. You have this aspect of Ava and Yira. You had to place these two aspects of Ava and Yira as well. You can't just go and do what you want to the Beis Hamikdash. There's certain laws, like we mentioned last week, another view a few weeks ago, also another view. They wanted to express their love and go into the Mikdash and do what they wanted. Total Ava, and they paid the price for it because there's Yira and Ava, the same thing together. Um, when you love somebody, when you love someone, there's a certain ava, obviously, but there's yirba too, because you don't want to do anything that would break that bond, that love. And that's kind of really how we view Shabbos. Shabbos, we have an aspect of ahava. We want to do things to show the love of Hashem, but there's malachos. There's malachos too. The shomer and the zachar. There's things that we do openly to show that we love Hashem, we appreciate Shabbos, what it does for us, for our neshamas, for our families. But it's also Europe. We have to be careful not to do this. Oh, it's really hot in here. Let me turn the air conditioner on. I'll have a better Shabbos. Not so fast. Not so simple. What do you mean? Drinking. Some people like to drink on Shabbos. Some like drinking too much. Um, but there's limits. I can enjoy my Shabbos better. It's a better atmosphere, a better avirah at the Shabbos table, but there's limits to that as well. And we don't want the Ava to mess up our relationship. And this concept with Beis Hamikdash and the same thing with Shabbos. Mention this piece is because we have special milestone. One of my good friends, Steve Evans, son Andy, who didn't visit us in Eretz Yisrael, his other son Josh came to visit us with Leva Torah, which is fine. And one thing about the Eben family, those people know him, building Fancy Flatbush. Um, guys who were in high school know obviously, but there's certain Abba that everyone likes the guy. Can't put your finger on it. It's a little too much, perhaps. And the family, the house was just a special place growing up. That there was this love, whatever it was, you're accepted. And when I go to Brooklyn, a couple of years ago, he just texted me out of the blue, "Oh, come to the Yafrov, come to the bar mitzvah, Josh." Sure. And I just reminisced how the brothers I know, the rabbi, he's now a rabbi in Long Island, and the sister, who's a good, Alana's good friend with our friend Danto. So I really have this very close relationship and this awe that I feel for Steve and the whole family. And I kind of wish this is actually a bracha to the Chassan Kala. Just like Shabbos, you're a new person. Your marriage is the same thing. There's a reason why this is called Late Yom Kippur. People fast the day of the wedding because this is the tshuva. You're a new person. You want to approach the wedding as a new person, just like tshuva. We fast Yom Kippur and we ask Hashem. Don't look at the past. You don't look at our past. We are a person. Same thing with the marriage. You go into the marriage. Your avers are forgiven, just like Yom Kippur, just like Shabbos, because you're a new person. Josh, who was Josh, he ran the student governments or the Hillel, got what he did. All these certificates and all these awards that he got that Steve always posts. That's pretty proud, pretty hush of a dude. You're a different person. Whatever you accomplished in the years till now, until next week, you're different. And what you're gonna be able to do with your wife is going to be much greater, and you're a different person. And that's kind of the bracha that we give, not just the chassan kal, but ourselves. Whatever happens on Shabbos is going to be much better than you could accomplish during the week. And hopefully we go from Shabbos to Shabbos, week to week, and we kind of work on ourselves, work on the Torah, work on our midos, as we kind of prepare for Matan Torah. These are the weeks to do it, and Shabbos especially is the day to do it. Shabbos and all stuff.